All right, Shalom Israel.
Shalom.
Peace and love for Sam Math Choir of the Israelite School, the Universal Practical Knowledge. It started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanna. We have been teaching the truth according to this Bible, King James Version Bible, that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. And that we are one people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are one people, right? We have to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High power of our King Yahweh of our Most High power, right? Salakia. We have classes throughout the week, except on Tuesdays here in Trinidad. We have classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right? Again, we have the history class on Monday with Officer Makakobal, where you could come learn your history of being the Lord's chosen. Right? Come and learn your history. On Tuesday, we have brotherhood. You could come and learn about brotherhood and sisterhood. Right? With Officer Swapiala on Monday, or history with Officer Makakobal. Tuesday, brotherhood with Officer Swapiala. Right? Brotherhood, sisterhood. Right, could come and learn these things, right? Wednesday, I have the law class with me where you come and learn about the law of the Most High, right? That our forefather Moses gave unto us to follow, and that the Christian church says done away with. That is not so, right? And it is important that we keep the laws of our God, our power, right? No class on Thursday here in Trinidad. On Friday, we have the Lashawan Kodash, which is the Hebrew. We're not talking about the Yiddish Hebrew, we're talking about the ancient Hebrew, our language, our tongue, right? We have that with Officer Yekad and Officer Tazawa on Friday, right? We have the Sabbath service with Officer Yekad and Officer Maikwa. That is on Saturday, and on Sunday, we have the scripture breakdown class with our camp leader, Officer Galawan. Right, where you could come and ask your questions, get your questions answered, right? For more info on the school, you could check the I.S.U.P.K Facebook page, where you have the school number to call, where you could get more information on the school out here in Trinidad, right? The phone number, the email address, and so forth like that, right? We could send an email and call to get more information on the school, on the classes, right? Because that is important in these last days. Once you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you're in the last days, and it is important that you understand your history, your laws, your culture, your God, your power, right? Your king, because again, the Christian church, they wouldn't teach you these things. They wouldn't teach you that you're real Jews, all right? You will be going to church most of the time, and you'll be thinking that the so-called Khazarians, the Ashkenazi, you'll be thinking those men with the black hat and the squiggly hair coming down on the side of the face, you'll be thinking that they are the real Jews. You understand? When they took on your identity, right? Took on your identity, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you are the true Jews. You are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. You are a part of the 12 lost tribe of the nation of Israel. But our religious leaders, they would not tell us these things, right? They was not set up to help the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, or child. They were set up for their own gain, right? They were set up to push the doctrine of our oppressor, which is the so-called white man. Because when you go into this Bible, you will understand that this Bible is a black man's book. This Bible is not for every nation upon the face of the earth. You understand? In the Bible, in the Bible, they have all nations are in the Bible, right? The East Indians is in the Bible, the Syrians is in the Bible, the Edomites is in the Bible, right? Hold on, right? There are 18 nations in the Bible, right? The East Indians in the Bible, Syrians, the Japanese, you understand? the Ethiopians, the Egyptians, the Africans, the French, Russia, Greek, German, Spain, all these nations are in the Bible. And they cannot teach you the Bible. Every nation had a part to play with your captivity, your slavery. You understand? And these nations go by different names. When I say different names, I'm talking about the East Indians will be known as Elam. You understand? The Chinese will be known as Moab and Ammon. You understand? The Germans will know as the Ashkenaz. Israel, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they will be known as Israel, or the Hebrew Israelite, the true Jews. You understand? And these nations picking up your Bible and going into the Christian church to teach you. You wouldn't learn your history. No other nation cannot teach you your history, your laws, your commandments, your statutes. You understand? This Bible is your book, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. So again, the Christian church wouldn't teach you that you're the real Jews. The Christian church wouldn't teach you that your brothers, the Venezuelans that coming across here, they wouldn't teach you that they are your brothers, your blood brothers. You understand? The Christian church wouldn't teach you that the laws of God are still in effect. Because I love to say the laws of God are done away with. You understand? The Christian church wouldn't teach you that you're not allowed to be whores and drug dealers and murderers and thieves. You understand? And adulterers. The Christian church wouldn't teach you that you're not supposed to be these things as a black man, as a Hispanic man, as a Native Indian man. You understand? They wouldn't teach you that your salvation is coming from Yahweh Shai, your king. You understand? Because we are in the land of our captives. We are in the land of our captivity. We are in the hand of our oppressors. And right now we are under the hand of the East Indians, which is one of our oppressors, one of our enemies that the Most High said that we have. You understand? And we are not to pick up arms to fight our enemies. Our fight, as the scriptures say, our weapons, the weapons of warfare, not what? Not weapons of warfare, sorry. We are still not against flesh and blood, slack here. You understand? But against principalities and powers. Our fight is not to pick up arms to go and fight these other nations. You understand? What we need to do, as the scriptures say, gather yourself together, our nation not desired. You understand? And we, right now, like how we out here teaching our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have to gather our brothers and sisters that is still out there, lost in the world. That is still out there behind the traditions of men. You understand? That is still out there celebrating all these pagan holidays when the Most High gave us, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, high holy days to keep. You understand? But we still go out and we run down New Year's and we want to celebrate New Year's, we want to celebrate Easter and Corpus Christi and Diwali and Christmas, Boxing Day, when all these things is not what the Most High tell you as a black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man to celebrate. This is not your days. You understand? The Most High give you high holy days to follow and to celebrate. You understand? You have the Sabbath. You're supposed to be celebrating the Sabbath as a black man, a Hispanic man. You understand? You have the Passover. You have the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You have the Feast of First Fruits. You have the Memorial of Blowing of the Trumpets. You understand? You have the Day of Atonement. The Feast of Tabernacles. Feast of Dedication. You understand? The Hebrews, the Hanukkah. And we also have Purim. These is the days that you're supposed to be celebrating, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You understand? But when we go and we celebrate Christmas and Easter and Corpus Christi, Boxing Day, Indian Arrival Day, and all that kind of madness, you understand? We just letting the Most High know that we don't want to serve you. You understand? We don't want to be a part of your kingdom. We don't want to be a part of you. Right? So we will go to the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. Because again, the Christian church will not teach you that the reason why you as a black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man is in the condition that is, you understand? That because you broke the Most High laws, commandments, and statutes. You understand? You broke his laws that he gave you to follow. Didn't want to follow it. And you are the lowest point. You are the bottom of all nations right now. You understand? And it is important that you understand that. It is important that you understand that You're supposed to be above all nations upon the face of the earth. You're supposed to be above the East Indians, the Syrians, and all these different nations. You're supposed to be above them. Right? But we sin against the Most High power by not keeping the Most High laws and going after the tradition of these heathens. And we are in the position and the state that we're in right now. Right? Again, scripture says, gather yourself together. And that is what we're doing. Gathering our people back together, back to righteousness, back to the Most High power before he make his second return, because Christ is coming to redeem his people. As the scripture says, he was not sent, but unto the lordship of the house of Israel. Who is the lordship of the house of Israel? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? You are the lordship of the house of Israel. You understand? You are part of the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar. These are the biblical names that you have as part of the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? And there are things that you need to do to come back to your power, come back to your king, come back to your nation. Because the nation is in building right now. Right? Go ahead, Officer Sawat.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments.
This is the what?
This is the book of the commandments.
This is the book of the commandments. The laws, commandments, and statutes that the Most High gave unto Moses to give unto us, the children of Israel. You understand? This is the book of the commandments. Go ahead.
Of the Most High.
Of who?
Of the Most High.
Of Moses.
Of the Most High.
Of Pharaoh.
Of the Most High.
No, it is of the Most High power. You understand? The Most High that brought us Israelites out of the land of Egypt. You understand? Go ahead.
And the law that endureth forever.
And the law that what?
And the law that endureth forever.
For a time.
And the law that endureth forever.
For a season.
And the law that endureth forever.
When you feel to.
And the law that endureth forever.
You understand? These laws, commandments, and statutes is to endure forever. But in the Christian church, they love to come and tell you the laws of God done away with. You understand? And have our people in the condition that they're in, because in any nation where there is no law, or in any society, any governing body where there is no law, that whole place will be in chaos. Even in a work environment where you go to slave, even in your slave environment, there are laws to govern that environment. You understand? And if you remove all the laws, that work environment will be in a mess. In a home, they have laws to govern your home. If you remove those laws, the whole home or the house will be in a mess. You understand? There will be chaos. You understand? And the Most High give us these laws, commandments, and statutes to follow so that we will be in order. Our house will be in order. We will be in good standing with the Most High. We will know how to deal with one another as brothers and sisters. How to rule and govern our nation. You understand? How to execute judgment over righteous judgment over our nation or over our people. You understand? Take it from the top again.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
Of who?
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High power. Go ahead.
And the law that endureth forever. And all they that keep it shall come to life.
You understand? And all those that keep it shall come to life. You understand? Just like when Adam, the breath of life was born unto Adam, he was given the laws. It was no. You understand? Adam was given the laws and he came to life. And when we go on later in the class, you'll understand more about the law in terms of the law being that guide and that light. You understand? For you black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. That is it on that? Verse 1? Go ahead.
But such as leave it
but
shall
what?
die.
But what?
But such as leave it shall die.
You understand? And once we leave it, once our people leave the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High God, we are going to die. You understand? We won't be able to navigate our way throughout this evil society. We won't be, the scripture said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. We won't be able to navigate through the hands of the wicked. You understand? We'll be entrapped in their snares. We'll be entrapped in their drugs. We'll be entrapped with smoking, adultery. You understand? And all these different things. We'll be entrapped in their snares again, as I say, and we will die. We wouldn't be brought to life. You understand? from there, you will give me the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Because I like to read the scripture because the Christian church love to say the laws of God done away with. And we just read in the book of Baruch, this laws is forever.
Right.
You understand? And if anybody in right thinking, if you lay down these laws, commandments, and statutes in any constituency or community, you will see how this will change the lives of that community. You understand? If the people in Silots and Lavantil and Mova, you understand these laws, commandments, and statutes, if the ruling body understand these laws and was able to execute it properly for the people to understand, you will see how these communities will change. All these ghettos that they want to give bad name and say that the blacks and Hispanics inside they ain't no good. All these Venezuelans coming in and going into these areas and making it more worse than it is. They don't have a right to be here. You understand? If these laws if they get to understand these laws, you will see how these areas will change. You understand? Go ahead.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
We said what?
Think not.
Think what?
Think not.
You understand? So Christ is saying, don't think. Don't even get it twisted. Don't bring nothing in your head. You understand that I come to destroy the law. That I come to do away the law. That I come to change anything that was written in this law. Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
Or who?
Or the prophets.
You understand? Or the prophets that of old. The things that the prophet write about. The prophets write about. You understand? I didn't come to change that. I didn't come to do away with that. You understand? Go ahead.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
I am not come to what?
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
You understand? Christ said he had not come to destroy. He didn't come to touch the law. When I say touch the law, I'm talking about to remove anything from inside it. You understand? What he came to do was to fulfill it. He came to let you know that this law is real. This is the real deal. This is what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should follow. You understand? That is what Christ come to do. He didn't come to remove nothing from the law. He didn't come and say, well, all right, it's time to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You understand? Because that's in the law. He didn't come to say, thou should kill. Thou should commit adultery. Because if you say the laws of the Most High done away with, the laws of God done away with, this is what he's telling the people in a nutshell. You understand? You telling them, thou should kill. You telling them, thou should commit adultery. You going against what the Most High laid down for us as a people to follow. For us to be a righteous nation. For us to be holy, meaning separate. That the Most High ordained for us to be. You understand? The Christian leaders going clean against that. And you following the Christian leaders, running up in the churches and in the Muslim mosques, not understanding that Christ said he didn't come to do away with nothing, and you're supposed to be following it, you just blind. You blind, your pastor blind. And scripture say the blind and lead the blind, both of them will fall in a ditch. Right. You will be going on to your own destruction. You understand? But again, the I.S.U.P.K is here to bring this truth to our people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because again, the time getting more dread. And we need to understand the position where we are right now as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and what we need to get out before the Most High and Christ, before Christ makes his return. Alright, go ahead, Officer Soa.
Continue.
Yeah.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Till what?
Till heaven and earth pass. One jot.
You understand? So Christ is saying, this is the words from Christ's mouth. These are the words from our King mouth. You understand? He said till heaven and earth pass, and we all know the heavens and the earth is still here.
Right.
You could look up, you could see the heavens and the earth is beneath our feet. Everything's still here. You understand? Go ahead.
One jot.
One what?
One jot.
One dot of an eye. One jot. One dot of any eye in this law. Go ahead.
Or one tittle.
Or one crossing, or the crossing of any T in this law. One jot or one tittle. The dot of an eye or the crossing of a T. Go ahead.
Shall in no wise pass from the law.
You understand? Shall in no wise pass from the law. We are to be following the laws, commandments, and statutes of our God, of our power. You understand? And in the Christian church, they're teaching us our whole lives that the laws are God done away with. You understand? When Christ comes to show the law, it's real. The law is legit. The laws is a real deal. He come to make the law official. You understand? This is what Christ come to do. We need to be following the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High Power. And we will see as we're going on a little more. When we don't follow the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High, what will happen to us? And then now we will understand why we're in this position as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because when you look in the black community, the Hispanic community, Native Indian community, the community of the Caribs and Arawaks in Trinidad, you will realize everybody under the same oppression. Everybody under the same curse. You understand? Can you sit on that? The end of verse 18? Go ahead.
Till all be fulfilled.
You understand? Till all be fulfilled. You understand? The question you have to ask yourself is how are you going to know how to stop sell drugs if you don't know the law? You understand? As a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, you're not supposed to sell drugs to your brother and your sisters. You understand? How are you going to know to stop sell drugs? How are you going to know to stop being a hoe? You understand? Adulterer, lesbian, child molester. How are you going to know how to put away the evil of your doings? You understand? How are you going to know that? You have to know the law of the Most High. Because in the law, it says, don't be a hoe, don't be an adulterer. You understand? Don't be a murderer, thou shalt not kill. A whole English word for thou shalt not murder. You understand? Give me Romans 7:7, please. These are the things that you have to understand. But when we make our religious leaders guide us blindly, we're glad to see the laws done away with, because we want to do, deep down inside, we want to do some sort of ism. We want to do something and feel like the Most High. You understand? We want to do something that goes against the Most High God. Right? Go ahead.
Book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 17.
No, 7 and 7.
Book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 7. What shall we say then?
What shall we what?
What shall we say then? Is the law sin?
You understand? So what shall we say then? The laws are God done away with. These laws cause us to sin. Go ahead.
The Most High forbid.
You understand? God forbid. No. These laws don't cause us to sin. These laws is not sin. These laws keep us away from sin. You understand? These laws, when you understand these laws, it will keep you. Sin is the transgression of the law, right? Let me just jump out of it. Sin is the transgression of the law. And when you learn these laws, you understand? You will learn how not to sin, how not to transgress what the Most High laid down for us. Go ahead.
Nay. I had not known sin.
I have not what?
I had not known sin, but by the law.
You understand? So he's saying that you have not known sin, but by the law. And when you go inside this book, inside this Bible, you understand? It's there you will start to understand that you as a black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman and child, your Christian pastor, your imam, your pope, your bishop, everybody, you are sinning. You are sinners. You understand? Read the last part again.
But I had not known sin, but by the law.
You understand? You had not known sin, but by the law. I didn't know that, eh? Go ahead.
I had not known lust, except the law had said.
You have not known what?
Lust, except the law had said. Thou shalt not covet.
You understand? Thou shalt not covet. So now you understand, by the law saying thou shalt not covet, he now understand that he have been what? Sinning. When the law says thou shalt not be a homosexual, you are doing what? Being a sinner.
Right.
You understand? You are sinning against God. When the law says thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not kill, which is murder, you go understand that you're being a sinner. You understand? You shouldn't be an adulterer, adulteress, and these things. You're just being a sinner in the eyes of the Most High. But the law is here. You understand? To make you know that of the sinful things that you've been doing, and that you can change and do what is right. Bring that light and that lamp, breathe that breath of life
Right.
in you by keeping the laws of the Most High God. You understand? Again, the Christian church, it had a fall because the Christian church leading our people astray. You understand? The Christian church had a fall, it had a burn. You understand? The Christian church is responsible for the deaths of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. What is the more that told out in Trinidad now? I think it's about what, 170 something? You understand? 170 something. And I show 98% is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because the Venezuelans coming across here, they are not getting bumped off too.
Right.
You understand? Why? It's one people. One power we serve. And when we step away from the laws, we getting cut down. You understand? Christian church is responsible for the deaths of our people. Because in every community you go in, every community church in Trinidad, there are Christian church on every corner, in every village. You understand? And yet still, in our ghettos, it's full with sin. You understand? Adultery, fornication, homosexuality. You understand? Drug dealing. In the Christian church, that is in every community and any village, child molestation. You understand? Lesbianism. All these things happening. And it's a Christian church in every community and almost in every village. And our people is still in the ghettos, in the slums, in the lowest point that we could be in. That ain't telling you something wrong. That had to tell you something wrong. You understand? Again, in the Christian church, it have no brotherhood and no sisterhood inside it.
Right.
In the Christian church, they're not teaching your laws inside it. You understand? That's why when Christmas come around, it have a Christmas tree in the church. You understand? Palm Sunday and Easter, everything happening in the church. When they didn't understand, at that time was the Passover. You got to come out of the Christian church and get in the book. How are you getting in this book? You got to be taught. Who you been taught from? Men in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? Again, you can get all the information on the I.S.U.P.K website, www.isupk.com. I'll drop a link for it in the description. You go and check out the website, check out the classes. You understand? And it's time because it's time to wake up out here in Trinidad. It's time for us to understand, again, the Christian church is not here to help our people. You understand? From there, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. Right? I'll take it from there.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Let's not go too fast. Come up a little closer. Huh?
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and
to what?
all his commandments. So
now, Moses is telling us here, right? That it shall come to pass. Meaning what? It's going to happen. You understand? Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
Take it from the top again.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of thy Lord thy God.
Right? So Moses is saying it shall come to pass. It is going to happen. Right? If you hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. You understand? Hearken diligently, meaning listen diligently, attentively. You understand? With extra care, with extra caution. Listen to these words I'm telling you. You understand? Go ahead.
To observe and do all his commandments.
To what?
To observe and do all his commandments.
You understand? To observe and do. Not just observe the commandments. Observe and do all the commandments. Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You
understand? So Moses is saying if you listen to the Lord's commandments and statutes of the Most High, he's going to set us high above all nations upon the face of the earth. And again, our Christian pastors or Christian leaders, they say the laws of God done away with. You understand? So now we're seeing why we are at the bottom. Because if the city law is done away with, which means we're not doing what Moses said. We're not hearkening diligently unto the laws of the God thy God, of the laws of the Lord thy God. You understand? For him to set us up high above all nations upon the face of the earth. We're not doing that. You understand? Again, Christians say the laws done away with, but we in the I.S.U.P.K, we teach the laws and not done away with. We have to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High power. Yeah? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come up on thee.
Go ahead.
And overtake thee. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You understand? All these blessings. So Moses now is going to let you know all the blessings that are going to do what?
Come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses is letting you know all the blessings that are going to come upon him and overtake you. If you do what?
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Verse 3. Blessed shall thou be in the city.
Blessed shall what?
Blessed shall thou be in the city. And blessed shall thou be in the field.
So Moses is letting us know. Blessed, you keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High power. You're going to be blessed in the city, and you're going to be blessed in the field. You understand? You want to tell me what I mean there, Officer Swap?
That is showing, as I say, blessed shall thou be in the city. That's showing that all, again, the opposite of what is taking place right now. Like how all these other nations ruling in the city, we shall be ruling in the city.
You understand?
This is the blessing.
You understand? Exactly, you understand? And all these blessings are going to come upon thee and overtake thee. Blessed, you're going to be in this city. Anything you're doing in this city, you're setting up business, you understand? Or all these different things, you're being a merchant or whatever the case might be, you're going to be blessed in this city. You're going to control the city. You understand? Go ahead.
And blessed shall thou be in the field.
And blessed you're going to be in the field. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind.
You understand? So blessed, yeah, go ahead and finish it off.
And the flock of thy sheep.
You understand? So blessed will be the fruit of your body. What is the fruit of your body? You understand? The fruit of your body is your children. The Most High is letting you know that your children is going to be blessed. You understand? And the fruit of your ground and the fruit of thy cattle. If you're into agriculture, whatever the case might be, all these things you're doing, you're going to be blessed exceedingly. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I check out to the fruit of thy body, like, most like of blessing, like, you know, when you check all in Indian thing, you see them, you see the kind of pictures in Jamaican.
Yeah, for real. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Blessed shall be the basket and thy store.
You understand? Blessed be your basket and your store. Right? Your basket, your all the goods will, like, for example, right? Like, we go to the grocery now. Might go with $200-$300. Let's join our references to share some, right? And when they come out, they're walking out the door. About 2 items. You understand? Right now, we're not blessed in the basket and we store. You understand? But Moses is letting you know what? You keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, you're going to be blessed in your basket and in your store. In your storehouse is going to be blessed. Alright, go ahead.
Verse 6. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thy enemies.
Lord shall cause what?
Thy enemies.
Thy what?
Thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten.
Go ahead.
Before thy face.
Shall be what?
Smitten before thy face.
And when you say their enemy should be smitten, what do I mean? Yeah, right? The enemies is going to be killed in front of your face. You understand? The Christian church don't teach we that we have enemies. Remember, Moses is giving the children of Israel these instructions to follow. Right? The Christian church don't let us know we have enemies. The Christian church don't let us know that the Most High kills, that the Lord kills. You understand? Read it again from the top. Verse 7.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Yeah.
They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
You understand? So our enemies that rise up against us, they're going to be smitten. They're going to be killed in front of our face. Right? Is that happening today? Go ahead, Officer Swap, before I continue.
Let's add and wavering on that, which is very important. That's why these laws and them is very important. Again, I just see, even when you watch verse 6, which coincide or dealing with 7 as well now.
Yeah.
Even when you look at us going out today, what is happening to us? The total opposite. And when you watch all of these oppressors, when they go out,
nothing happening. You understand what I'm saying?
With all the guns and all that, so the blessing, they're going out and they're coming. But we is the opposite. We is the opposite
to that because we don't want to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High. That's supposed to, in the book of Baruch, say that we're supposed to keep throughout the generations forever. You understand? We don't want to do that. We want to we want to run up in the Christian church and shake tambourine and beat drum and go shango feast. You understand? And all these things that is not part of your culture and your history.
That's right.
As a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, leave them things for the Africans and the East Indians and them to do. Let them shake their shack and beat their drum and go in their feast.
Right.
And call upon their God.
Right.
You understand? Right?
So
go ahead, Officer Shah.
And then after when the book out, after what 3 months, they get the girls and I'm pregnant.
Right? Yeah. Take it. Am I going to go 7 there again?
And the Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Right.
They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
So they're coming out against you one way and fleeing before you 7 ways. The Lord will cause them to be smitten in front of your face. The enemies try to rise up against you. And when I say enemies, I'm not talking about your brother. Right. Your brother is not your enemy in this context we're talking about here. You understand? The enemy in this scripture you're reading here in Deuteronomy 28 talking about the other nations. Right. The East Indians, the Syrians, and all these different people. You understand? These are enemies according to the Lord. Right? So as I was saying, right? Scripture says in verse 7, the Lord shall cause thy enemies to rise up against thee and to be smitten before thy face. Is that happening to us today? Why is that not happening to us today? Because we're not following the laws of the Most High. You understand? So when our enemies rise up against us, you understand? We is the one who being killed.
Right.
When our enemies rise up against us, we is the ones being destroyed by the hands of our oppressors. We is the one being smitten. You understand? We is the one fighting between each other in the ghettos. Right. You understand? Throughout all the Caribbean islands. If you're watching the news, the Caribbean news is we seeing right through the Caribbean islands between our brothers and sisters. The oppressors rising over them and slaying them. You understand? It's not only out here in Trinidad and as we know, well, in America it's everybody oppressed together. You understand? But when you watch the Caribbean news with our people on this side, we destroyed the same way too. We being smitten in the hands of our enemies. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
You understand? So the Most High is saying, wherever you set your hands to, you're going to be blessed. He commanding that. Once we keep the laws, you see so far we read it, only blessings. Once we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, our nation, our people is going to be blessed.
Right.
But the Christian church say what? Count your blessings, name them one by one. And they pass with our basket, and they keep singing that song from now until our basket full with money. Count your blessings, name them one by one. But they ain't telling you, if we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Most High, we're going to be blessed as a people. You understand? It will not have no more Silots, no more John, no more Congo. You understand? No more library. No more point, no more ghettos in these. We don't have no ghettos in these areas. You understand? You see Tobago and all picking up our pace there, Tobago. The pace in Tobago starts to go more fast. All these places. Every church in every corner, you know? But count your blessings, name them one by one. Receive your miracle. You understand? When these things not doing nothing for our people. We're still in the same condition that we're in. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
He shall establish who?
Be a holy people unto himself.
Who is the thee talking about here?
Nation of Israel.
Nation of Israel. He's going to establish you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. He's going to establish you what?
The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
And holy people unto himself. You understand? He's going to establish you as separate people unto himself.
Right.
This is the Lord doing. He choose you to be a holy people and a separate people unto himself. As the scriptures say, above all people upon the face of the earth. This is who the Most High wants. This is what the Most High wants for you, so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. You understand? You don't want this for everybody. You don't want this for the East Indians and the Syrians and these people. You don't want that for them. You understand? But when we go in the Christian church, we wouldn't learn that as I was saying before, when we keep in Christmas and Easter and all these pagan holidays, and we're not keeping the Most High holidays that He gave us to follow. You understand? The Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the first fruits. When we don't do that, we won't be blessed.
Right.
You could do what you want. You could go by how much puja shop and buy out all the incense and all the oil and whatever the hell you want to do. You could do what you want. Once you're not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, we as a nation, we're not going to be blessed. You understand? And we're going to die. Go ahead.
As he had sworn unto thee.
As he had sworn unto who?
As he had sworn unto thee. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways.
You understand? So the Most High says He's going to establish us, make us a holy people. Holy meaning separate. If we should walk, if we should keep the commandments of the Lord and walk in His ways. So if we should keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, keep the high holy days, keep all the charges, thou shalt not commit adultery and all these different things, thou shalt not kill. Again, Old English word for thou shalt not murder. If we do all these things, we're going to be blessed.
Right.
We're going to be separate. We're going to be above all nations upon the face of the earth. Go ahead, Officer Shah.
Verse 10. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Most High, and they shall be afraid of thee.
You understand? And all the people shall see that you are called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. But when you ask yourself this question, are the other nations afraid of us right now? Because we're not keeping the Lord's commandments and statutes of the Most High.
Right.
You understand? You're not afraid of us. The other nations, you understand? If we keep the charges of the Most High, they will be afraid of us. They would have been afraid of us. The scripture says, read earlier on, they will be smitten before our faces.
Right.
You understand? So that letting you know what? You have to come back to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. They calling us all kind of proverb and Bible and these other nations don't care about us.
Right.
You understand? I think is in Psalm 83 where they say they come together and said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. They don't want us to be in existence no more. Somebody pull that from my please the water. So like you understand? I think Psalm 83 and verse 1 to 4, 5, somewhere around there. You understand? Right? So when the scriptures say, the verse 10 is say, and all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. These other nations, if we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, they would have been afraid of us. They would have seen our power, our might. Right now we have no might, we have no power as a nation. Our people divided. You understand? But again, in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding Gen.YAHANNA, we bringing our people back, brick by brick, bit by bit, with or without your help.
Right.
You understand? And when I say with or without the help, even if you want to keep the laws, you know what to do. Contact the school. If you don't want to keep it and you feel, well, Black Caucus movement is the way, or Egyptology or religion, with or without you, this nation building.
Right.
You understand? We're coming back to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes because we want to be the rulers of the earth. We want to be in righteous judgment, to execute righteous judgment on the earth. You understand? Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 4. They have said,
no, take it from one.
Okay.
Yeah, Tawada.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Keep not thou silence, O Most High.
You understand? Keep not thou silence, O Lord. Go ahead.
Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High.
You understand? Hold not your peace. Don't be still. Don't hold your peace. You understand? Go ahead.
For lo.
For what?
For lo.
For look.
Thine enemies.
Thy who?
Thine enemies.
Thy who?
Thine enemies.
Thy friends.
Thine enemies.
Thy family.
Thine enemies.
These other loving nations.
Thine enemies.
Thine enemies. Enemies. Again, the Christian church wouldn't let you know you have enemies. Wouldn't let you know the Most High have enemies. Go ahead.
Make a tumult.
Make a what?
Make a tumult. And they that hate thee.
They that hate who?
And they that hate
They
thee.
that hate thee. Go ahead.
Have lifted up the head.
They lifted up their head. They start to become proud. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have what?
Taken crafty counsel.
Taken crafty counsel. Crafty counsel is just not ordinary counsel. Crafty counsel is that sly, slick kind of craftiness. You understand? They have taken crafty counsel. These other nations come together and they take crafty counsel. They think about all the different ways and strategies to deal with Israel, to deal with you so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child. You understand? Go ahead.
Against thy people.
Against who?
Against thy people.
Thy people is the Lord's people. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. Christ said, "You're not sent unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel."
Right.
You understand? Christ didn't come here for no other nation on the earth. You understand? And a Christian and a Christian pastor will quick to pull the Bible and John 3:16, for God so loved the world. You understand? And if they bring that scripture in the I.S.U.P.K, we will show you what that means.
That's right.
I ain't going to show it here now. Bring that scripture with your pastor and we go show you what that scripture means. You understand? For God so loved the world. But yet still coronavirus eating up these Edomites. These heathens. You understand? What's the name of the storm coming in India, you know? I forget the name of it, yes? Yes, someone must see if I find it. If it didn't touch down yet, it minutes away from touching down. You understand? The evacuating, I think was what they evacuated by? It was about 2 million? Yeah. 2 million plus. Because it's India and Bangladesh. Them hidden and them pay for what they have done to the Lord's people.
Right.
You understand? Hold on. Biggest storm in 20 years. Spurs South Asia to evacuate millions. Bangladesh is evacuating 2.2 million from their coastal districts. State Minister for Disaster Management Amar Rahman said at a media briefing in Dhaka, the country plans to raise the danger signal to maximum level at 6 a.m. Wednesday, and it will be impossible to evacuate people after the great danger signal is announced, Rahman said. You understand? Like this little snippet of the storm that coming to hit the East Indians and them over on that side. That storm blazed them up.
Right.
You understand? Because we as a people, we suffer on other hands too. Still suffering on other hands too. You understand? That is why we need to come back to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of God. Let the Most High deliver us from this place, deliver us from the hands of our enemies.
Right.
You understand? Because when we don't come to serve the Most High, come to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, our children going to grow up in this madness, and the children after them is going to grow up in this madness, in this evil kingdom, in this evil world. You understand? What we don't understand as that people is that Trinidad is not our home, it is not our rest. It's not the place for us to be comfortable and start to sing hymns and songs. We be in our captivity. Although we're moving about and we could go and buy KFC and go and live and the nightclub and have a time. You understand? We in our captivity. This is not our rest. You understand? You as a black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you have work to do. Right. I ain't talking about the work you go out down in the Atlantic LNG up, Petrotrain or what you call this next place, the Power Gen and all these different places. I ain't talking about that kind of work. That is slavery. Right. You understand? We have work to do. Come and learn about your culture, your laws, and your history, and help raise your brothers and sisters that still out there lost. That when you put on the TV, you see them getting gunned down by the day. You understand? Right. By the day, every time you look, your people, flat on the ground, blood, parents bawling, wives bawling. You understand? Husbands bawling. Time for us to wake up and understand what's happening. The Lord is playing right now, right? Go ahead, Officer Shah.
Verse 11. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in the goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground.
You understand? So the Lord will make us plenteous in the fruit of our body. You understand? The fruit of our of thy cattle. Let's not hold that. Yeah, go ahead.
And in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee.
You understand? So the Lord will make us plenteous in the fruit of our body, plenteous in goods. These are the blessings that the Most High laying out for us here as the children of Israel. You understand? We'll be plenteous in the fruit of our body, meaning what? Our women will be able to bear children comfortable. Right now, because we're disobedient to the Most High God, we want to eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, and do all these abominable things. Our women suffering with polycystic ovaries, behind blood pressure. You understand? Gout, sickle cell, high cholesterol. You understand? We don't want to listen to God. But you say if you listen to Him, we're going to be plenteous in the fruit of our body, the fruit of our land. You understand? When we go to plant, let me see if I can find that scripture by the time, boy. You understand? It had this place where the Most High sent us to spy on and to take. And two men had to bring one bunch of grapes on our staff. Two men had to bring one bunch of grapes on that. I can't find must be I can find that scripture in the meantime, but go ahead, Officer Shah.
That's it. And when you check some of the things they say that like that, right? Or like when you check like goat and me, right? When you check them, you see them having farm like goat and me, right?
Yeah.
But when we walk around the street, we see really when I walk around one goat and two little kids. With a rope them walking in to point inside.
And we thinking we get through.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When these other nations, they having things nice. They have big fields where they could plant, acres. Understand? And we could barely get a spot in the back of the house. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Officer Swa.
So that, yeah, again, just on topic as again we say, you know, that, you know, we have no rest. We know in the land. And as the scripture say, and all, which we swear unto our fathers. And because we not in the land, because we not there and in that rest, because again, because are disobedient and not following the laws.
Right.
And the Most High God. Again, that the position is supposed to be. But because of that, this is the position that we in at present.
At present, yeah. You understand? That is why it is important for us to come and keep the laws, commandments, and statutes for us to start to understand that.
Right.
You understand? So that we will be blessed. So that when we get up in the morning, we won't be seeing our people gone down in the streets. We won't be seeing our people in poverty.
Right.
We won't be seeing our people in the state that they're in. You understand? We'll be blessed. I mean, I'm not talking about the blessing the church is talking about. I am blessed. You alone blessing and you alone have. maybe a car and a house, and the whole congregation under pain, under suffering. You understand? Your whole nation going to be blessed. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Your whole nation going to be blessed. It's not just about you alone. It's about your people also. You understand? Once you come to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, it's not about you alone. No, it's about your people. Because you got to teach our next man to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. And that next man will teach our next one. And so we go in your nation will start building. You understand? Because we so destroyed right now as our people, we don't understand that we are a nation. We don't understand we have a nation. You understand? We're just thinking, well, everybody's one. Well, same blood running through a vein. You understand? That's what the heathens and them taught we. So that we wouldn't know who he is. Yeah? Go ahead.
Verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land.
The heaven to do what?
To give the rain unto thy land in its season, and to bless all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow.
Understand? The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto the land in its season, and to bless the work of thine hand. You understand? So once we keep the laws, we were supposed to be blessed. We're not supposed to be on welfare and food card and grants. Salakia, you understand? You're not supposed to be on them thing. Right? Thou shalt lend unto many nations. Your nation, you so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you supposed to be lending unto many nations. Because why? Your nation on top. As the Most High say, keep these laws or separate you and put you above all nations. Your nation is supposed to be on top. You understand? You supposed to be lending unto many nations. But we ain't doing that right now. The position we're in, what we doing? Borrowing from every nation on the face of the earth. You understand? Go to get a loan. Go ahead. You saying something? Yeah, go ahead, Sasha.
Usually we should be calling sanctions and all too.
Exactly. You understand? We're the ones supposed to be doing that. And to get a loan, you have to go to all the other nations. They have foreign use car, you have to go to all the other nations. You understand? You was the one supposed to be learning. The Lord tell you, keep these laws, you was going to learn. You don't want to do that. Don't think the smallest man you go. One money lender is somebody from our next nation. Maybe what people could help you, could finance it. You understand? You was the one supposed to be lending to many nations. But again, Christian church tell you laws done away with. We gotta keep the laws. So we're not keeping the laws, have us go running into the banks, into the financial institutions to borrow to buy car and fix house and see if we could deal with our agriculture and all these different things. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
The Lord shall make you what?
The head and not the tail.
And you supposed to be the head and not the tail. You supposed to be the one ruling over these nations. You're not supposed to be the tail. You're supposed to be the one in charge. You understand? But we're not in charge right now. Think about it. You sit down and watch the condition we're in. We're not in charge. You understand? Go ahead.
And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
You understand? You should be above only. Only you, not two nations joining together or Israel and Moab ruling. You understand? Or Israel and Elam ruling. You should be above only. Right. You black man supposed to be above only. Not together with everybody else. And not underneath. You're supposed to be above. Go ahead.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, to observe and do all to do them.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day.
Right. So you're not supposed to go. You're supposed to not go aside from the words with the Most High command. You understand? Going back to verse 13, he says, and the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. Right? Thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. You're not supposed to be low. You're not supposed to be underneath these other nations. You understand? If thou hearken unto the commandments, of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. You understand? And Christian teachers ain't going to teach us that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They ain't going to teach us we're supposed to be above. They're too busy dancing and singing and tambourine and drums and attached to this world. They're too busy attached to that to show us that we're supposed to be above all these other nations. Only. We're not supposed to be beneath. The Lord tell us that. You understand? And we will be going into these institutions and knowing that we underneath all these other nations. And the pastor or the deacon or whoever the hell he is on the pulpit is somebody that is not from your nation. And you sitting down there and listening to him. And you knowing to yourself that I'm supposed to be above all nations. But the laws are God done with. When the Christian church say the laws are God done with, that just makes us integrated with everybody. And once we integrate with everybody, once we integrate with every nation, we are no fighting us again. We sting gone. You understand? We sting gone. We are no venom to fight for our people, to fight for our own. We go fight against one another. You understand? We are no brotherhood, no sisterhood. Once integration take place, that is the night. Right? Go ahead.
To the right hand or to the left to go after other gods to serve them.
You understand? And thou shalt not, verse 14, Deuteronomy 28, and thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day. You understand? What that's showing you? Just like with Christ come and say, he didn't come to do away with the law. You understand? You're reading in verse 14, and thou, which is you black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you should not go away from the words which I command you. You should not do that. Don't stray away from it. You understand? To the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. Don't go in no direct. Don't go to your right hand or to your left to serve no other god. No Islam, no white Jesus. That white Jesus pretending back there? No white Jesus. You understand? No Buddha. No nature worship. No Ra and Set and Horus. And all these Egyptian fake god. Nah, that ain't helping with people, you understand? No white Jesus. That ain't helping with people. You understand? That ain't making we above all nations. That have us below. That have us beneath. Serving the other nations. That have us borrowing from them when we're supposed to be lending to them. That have us borrowing. You understand? That don't have a... We disobeying the commandments of the Most High don't have our bread baskets and our store full. You understand? They don't have our fields and our lands filled. We go against the Most High by not keeping his laws, commandments, and statutes. We will be in that hellish condition.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, Officer Shah.
Verse 15. For it shall come to pass.
But it shall what?
For it shall come to pass. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses.
That all these what?
Curses.
All these what?
Curses.
No, all these blessings.
Curses.
All these love gifts.
Curses.
All these curses. Go ahead.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You understand? So all these curses, if we don't listen to the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High, is going to come upon us and do what?
Overtake thee.
And it's going to overtake us. Right? So again, the Christian church say the laws are God done with. This is what they're putting in here. They're putting in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. You understand? Straight down to 68. This is what the Christian church putting you in. This is what your religious leaders putting you in. When you don't keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, this is the arena you go in. You understand? Go ahead to verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall be in the city,
right?
and cursed shall thou be in the field.
You understand? Curse are going to be in the city, curse are going to be in the field. Your businesses, the thing will make, you won't have no businesses, your field, your crops, they're going to be cursed. The most I learn, you know, once you're keeping these laws, they're going to be cursed. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 17. Cursed shall be in thy basket and thy store.
Curse are going to be a basket and your store. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Your children going to be cursed, the fruit of thy body. You understand? Go ahead.
And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flock of thy sheep.
Right? So everything from here on out, the most I learn, you know, you're going to be cursed. Right? So there was, if you keep the Most High laws, commandments, and statutes, there were blessings that he laid out for you. Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. You understand? And if you don't keep the laws, commandments, and statutes, the Most High, you know, this curse is going to overtake you. You understand? Curse is going to come on you and overtake you. Yeah? Let me just jump. Just a few curses we're going to touch on before we continue on again, right? Give me a verse. Boom, 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 boom. Give me verse 25.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
The Most High shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
He shall cause you to be what?
Smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
Right? Somebody give me Deuteronomy 32 and 26. They saying the Lord shall cause the people to be smitten before your enemies. Look at what's happening right throughout where we scattered as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Look at what just happened with his name again, Ahmad Aubrey. You understand? Jogging. Just taking a jog down the road. You understand? And these 2 white men just come and kill him for jogging. You understand? The Lord said he will cause us to be smitten before enemies. If you don't want to hearken to the laws, commandments, and statutes, look at us here, the police brutality here in Trinidad. You understand? Police brutality. You mightn't be seeing it much on the news. When you go on social media, you see now our people being brutalized by these other nations. You understand what I'm saying? Being shot in our ghettos. This incident where they're saying the 5 boys was linemen by the mother house and police just sneak up on them and kill them. You understand? When they bring out the report from the public, they're saying they had guns and drugs and nobody there you can't find nothing. You understand? Nothing. And 5 gone one time. You understand? I think that was the time it had 24 murders in a day or something. So, but that is what happening. The Lord will cause us to be smitten. You understand? Before our enemies. Go ahead. That's your name, 25? Right. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 26.
Deuteronomy 32 and verse 26. I said, I will scatter them into corners.
I will do what?
I will scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
That is the end. You understand? Because you say at the end of verse 25 here, and shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. You understand? The Lord is going to cause us to be smitten before our enemies. You understand? And we will be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. Look at where we are as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians today. We are in all kingdoms of the earth. You understand? And in all kingdoms of the earth, we are being smitten. You understand what I'm saying? Because we fail to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of God. And our Christian leaders, they fail to teach us these things, right? Go from there, give me verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You understand? Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Not your people, another people. Go ahead.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long.
Right?
There shall be no might in thine hand.
You understand? And if you look through the history of our slavery, especially in the Atlantic slave trade, our sons and our daughters, they wasn't with us all the time. They was given unto another people. You understand? And we had no power and no might to take them away from their hands. You understand? If you narrow down to today, look, even in the prison system, our sons and our daughters, they're given unto another people. And we can't do nothing about that. You understand? Because why? We curse as our people. We don't want to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of God. You understand? Verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Shall be what?
Come an astonishment. And a proverb. And a byword. Among all nations.
You understand? You're going to become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. These nations going to they're going to clung, they're going to call it by all different kind of names. You understand? Astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. Go ahead.
Whether the Most High shall lead thee.
You understand? Wherever the Most High lead you, these people call it a nigger or anything come to the mind.
Right.
They're labeling you. You understand? Because the Most High said this is going to happen to you. These are the curses going to happen to you if you want to listen. You want to celebrate Easter and Christmas and all these different pagan holidays. This is what's going to happen to you. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shall gather but little in.
You understand? You're going to carry out much seed in the field, and you're going to come back in a little. Look at what happening. Most of the farmers and them out here today is not our people. When I say not our people, it's because these other nations, they're in charge. That's how I go pray. You understand? We barely even have fields to plant. And when you watch the vast majority are their produce coming in to us, we don't have nothing.
Right.
You understand? You could see we curse as a people. You understand? We don't have nothing. Right? Go ahead.
For in locusts shall consume.
You understand? Because pestilence and all these locusts and mites, they're going to consume them. You understand what I'm saying? Give me 64. Yes, now hold on. Give me jump down to verse 43.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
You understand? Who is the stranger that is among thee? The stranger among us is the heathens and them. The strangers that is among you, because remember you're scattered into all nations, and they among you, they're going to do what? Get up very high. Right. These heathen nations going to be on top. Go ahead.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And you so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you're going to come down
very low.
Not just low, but very low. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 44. He shall lend to thee.
He shall what?
He shall lend to thee.
So now it changed because we're not keeping the laws. Remember we say if we keep the laws, we will lend to them. You understand? But we don't want to keep it. So now he lending to us. These other nations lending to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
And we will not one day we'll be able to lend to these other nations. You understand? Go ahead.
He shall be the head. And thou shalt be the tail.
You understand? And our oppressor is the head. And most definitely we are the bottom. We is the tail. You understand? That is it on that, right? That is it on 50. We reach 44. Yeah. Right? From there you go jump to 61.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 61.
Just now. Still okay. Give me 48.
48?
Give me 48.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies.
You shall do what?
Serve thine enemies.
You understand? The Lord is letting us know we don't keep the laws, we're going to serve our enemies. Christian church not letting us know that we are serving our enemies right now because we are in the land of our captivity. You understand? Go ahead.
Which the Most High shall send against thee.
Which who?
The Most High shall send against thee.
Which the Lord is going to send against thee. The Lord is doing this to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because we don't want to listen. We don't want to hearken unto the voice of the Lord to keep the commandments that Moses set out for us. We rather run into the Christian church and the Muslim mosque. We rather to listen to their laws. You understand? We rather listen to the things that they have to say. Right? Jump down to verse 64.
Verse 64.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people.
Shall do what?
Shall scatter thee among all people.
Mm-hmm.
From one end of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
even unto the other.
Right?
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known,
Mm-hmm.
even wood and stone.
You understand? Going into what? Christianity. Going into the Christian cross and the Muslim stone, the cover stone.
Right.
You understand? We scatter into all nations and we pick up another God. We pick up another religion. You understand? Things that we're not supposed to follow. Things that neither our fathers have known. None of our forefathers have known these things. Pick it up. And follow it. You understand? So we don't want to listen to the Most High power.
Right.
We don't want to listen to our power. You understand? Go ahead to jump down to verse 68. And give me 2 Timothy 4 and 3.
Verse 68.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
You understand? The Most High is going to bring us into Egypt again with ships. You understand? And if you know the history about Egypt, when the Most High brought us out of Egypt, you understand? Just now, hold 1 minute, eh? Just now, hold 1 minute. So, lock here. Yeah, give me it again, 68.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Go ahead.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
You understand? So the Most High is going to bring us into Egypt again. You understand? And he says he's going to do it this time with ships. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The same way he says it's going to happen, that is how it's going down. Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
What you're going to see no more again? You're not going to see your homeland no more again. You're not going to see Jerusalem no more again. Go ahead.
And then ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
Nah, you should walk. Whenever you hear just walk off the ship.
Ye shall be sold.
You understand? You so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you are going to be sold. Go ahead.
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen.
Right.
And no man shall buy you.
You understand? You're going to be sold for slave men and slave women. And no man is going to be able to buy him. No man is going to be able to redeem you. You understand? There are a lot of black power uprisings.
Right.
You understand? That try to redeem so-called black men right down to even the Black Caucus movement out here in Trinidad. And nothing happened for black people. Marcus Garvey, nothing. You understand? Malcolm X, nothing. Who again? Who's the next one that you always say he had a dream? Martin Luther King, nothing. You understand? All these men tried to redeem black people, to save black people, and they couldn't make. Because why? It wasn't of the Lord, it was against the Lord.
Right.
The Lord said things going to happen. You understand? And when he say going to bring you into Egypt, of course we didn't go back into the land of Egypt with ships. You understand? Because look at where we are right now. If you know about the transatlantic slave trade, you could see when they do all the route and patterning, we were scattered into all nations. You understand? Once you come off these ships, once you are descendants come off these ships, you are part of the 12 lost tribe of the nation of Israel. The Lord says he's going to bring us into Egypt again. You understand? We go and we will just precept that with Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2 because as you know, the Bible is being read, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. You understand? You read the Bible from front to back, you're just going to get stories. You won't get no understanding of what's going on. So when the Lord says he's going to bring you into Egypt again, he's letting you know in Exodus 20 and verse 2, I am the Lord God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. The Most High letting you know when he says he's going to bring you into Egypt again, letting you know he's going to bring you into bondage again. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You understand? That is why he say, coming down the end of the verse, is going to be sold for slave men and slave women. You understand? He wasn't going into the physical land Egypt as it is today. He is going to be brought into the Americas, which is spiritually Egypt. You understand? Where you'll be serving as slave men and slave women. When that changed, that didn't change till this day. You understand? Your foreparents walked off those slave ships. Your ancestors walked off those slave ships. You are a part of the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? You are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. You have laws, commandments, and statutes to keep. As I was reading earlier on in the class, you will see whereby these holidays are the most I give, the high holidays, that the most I give us. This is what we're supposed to be following. You understand? Again, that is like the Sabbath, the Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Dedication, which is Hanukkah in the Hebrew. You understand? Purim, memorial, blowing of trumpets, the Day of Atonement. This is what we're supposed to be celebrating as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because there are reasons why we're supposed to be celebrating these things. You understand? Have reasons why we're supposed to be celebrating these things. But when we get into the traditions of the world, you understand, the Christmas and the Easter and all these different things, we're not making the Most High know we want to stand with him. We're not making Christ know we want to stand with him. You understand? And in the next class, we're going to go into the holidays that it have here in Trinidad and Tobago, all the holidays. And we're going to get into the high holidays that the Most High ordained for us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to follow, to keep throughout our generations. You understand? Even when Christ returned and he set up his kingdom, still had to keep it. Right. Still had to keep those high holidays. You understand? And if you're out of the I.S.U.P.K, you wouldn't know how glorious these high holidays is in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. Right. You understand? How glorious it is, how it is to go through the Day of Atonement. You understand? We have to fast, no food, no water, no sex. You understand? Day of Atonement where you afflict your soul. You understand? When you keep the Lord's Passover, how glorious it is be. You understand? Come into the I.S.U.P.K and separate from the world. You understand? As the scripture say again, gather yourself together, O nation not desired, right? You have the 2 Timothy chat. Yeah, and Officer Swab, you'll give me the Matthew 5 and 8. Matthew 5, 8 and 9. So like here. But let me go with Officer Shah first. Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3. For the time will come.
For what?
For the time will come.
You understand? A time is going to come. Go ahead.
When they will not endure sound doctrine.
When they will what?
Not endure sound doctrine.
When the Most High people is not going to endure sound doctrine. What is sound doctrine? Sound doctrine is letting them know about the laws, commandments, and statutes. They keep these things, they're going to be above all nations. You're not supposed to be eating crab, shrimp, pork, and lobster. Stop being a hoe. Stop being a homosexual. Stop being an adulterer. Stop being a fornicator. You understand? That time is going to come when Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they wouldn't want to hear that. We'll be out on the street corner bellowing our guts, keeping classes, and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that to stop do the things of the world. You understand? They don't want to hear that. Go ahead.
But after their own lust.
But after what?
But after their own lust.
You understand? Because they want to do their own things. After their own lust. They don't want to stop sinning against the Most High power. You understand? They just want to follow after their own lust, after their own mind. Right? Go ahead.
Shall they heap to themselves.
They shall do what?
Shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
You understand? They're going to heap to themselves having teachers with itchy ears. You understand? They want to hear the things that they want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear stop being a drug dealer. They don't want to hear stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, or lobster. You understand? They don't want to hear stop, come off the stripper pole. They don't want to hear that. Come out of the Christian church. They don't want to hear that. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
No, that's 3 alone, right? That is the NI 3?
Okay.
Alright, go ahead, Officer Sir.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 7.
Give me Jude chapter 5 and verse 20, Officer Sir. Go ahead, Officer Sir.
Blessed are the merciful.
Matthew chapter 5?
5 and
8.
5 and 8.
Yeah.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 8. Blessed are the pure.
Yes, now, hold on. Show it 5 and 8 here.
Matthew 8.
Yes, no.
5 and 8.
You don't have that one right on. Hold on. You didn't write that one wrong, eh? Hold on, eh?
Yeah.
I write that one wrong. Next time, eh? So okay, hold 1 minute. Matthew 15. Yeah, to order. Right? Because again, our people, they wouldn't want to hear the right things according to the Bible. They wouldn't want to hear the truth according to the Bible. You understand? They want to heap to themselves teachers with itchy ears. They want to heap to themselves teachers who will tell them things that they want to hear, that will make them feel good. You understand? Again, they wouldn't want to hear stop do things that is against the Most High. You understand? Because the world don't shape us to like the things of this world. You understand? Which is everything opposite to the Most High power. You understand? Go ahead.
The book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The people draw nigh unto me with their mouths.
They do what?
Draw nigh unto me with their mouths.
You understand? So our people draw nigh to the Most High with their mouth. Right? God know my heart, I love God. God know all the suffering that we going through. We love to talk about praise God. Holy. We love to draw to the Most High with our mouth. Go ahead.
And honor me with their lips.
And do what?
And honor me with their lips.
Mm-hmm.
But their hearts.
But their what?
But their hearts is far from me.
You understand? But your mind is far from the Most High. You're not really considering the things that the Most High tell you not to do. You're not really considering to keep the laws, commandments, and statutes of God. You're not really considering if the holidays, the pagan holidays, if we're really supposed to be following after that. You understand? You're not really going into the Bible to find out the high holy days that we are supposed to be following. Your mind, it's far from the Most High. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 9. But in vain they do worship me.
But what?
But in vain they do worship me.
You understand? But in vain they do worship the Most High. You understand? So all people in these religions, in the Christian church, in the Muslim mosque, in vain, they worship in the Most High in vain. You understand? Go ahead.
Teaching for the doctrines, the commandments of men.
Teaching what?
For the doctrines, the commandments of men.
You understand? The teaching for the doctrines, the commandments of men. The things that men make commandments. The things that men make laws. The things that men say, that the Christian pastors say, that the religious leaders say, that your imam say. This is what you're supposed to do. You understand? These are the things that they want to follow. The commandments of men. You understand? That is why they run behind the Christmas, the Easter, the pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Because it's who saying crab is what? Aphrodisiac. And oyster for the rod. And all these different things. They run behind these things. These things is not of the Most High. These things are commandments of men. These things what men make up. You understand? We have the Officer Shah. That is the end of that, right, Officer Shah? Yeah, go ahead.
Jude chapter 5 and verse 20.
Yeah, stop at the end of 21, right? Go ahead.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people.
You understand? So, at this time, the heathens and them was trying to overtake Israel, right? And a heathen was laying the king knew of that heathen nation was trying to overtake Israel, what they should do to get rid or to overthrow Israel, to overthrow the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Go ahead. So he's letting them know this. Go ahead.
If there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God,
and they do what?
And they sin against their God.
You understand? So he's letting them know if there's any error in these people, and they sin against their God, you understand? They go against what the Most High laid down for them. They go against what Moses instructed them to do to keep throughout their generations. Go ahead.
Let us consider.
Let us do what?
Let us consider.
Let us consider. Let us study. Go ahead.
That this shall be their ruin.
That what?
That this shall be their ruin.
That this is going to be their destruction. This is going to be their ruin. Once they stop following the laws, commandments, and statutes of God, that is going to be their destruction. That is going to be their ruin. You understand? So when our Christian leaders and our Christian pastors go and stick themselves in the theological schools and all these institutions to learn the Bible from our oppressor, to come back and teach you, our oppressor already know what will be our ruin once we sin against our God. Once we stop keep the laws, commandments, and statutes. Once we start keeping Easter, birthdays, and where's the rest of them holidays again? First I lost track of them. Christmas and New Year's and all these different things. You understand? Our oppressor know if we continue as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians following those days, those pagan holidays that they set out for us, that is going to be our ruin. And they will overthrow us. You understand? That is what you call, as we are reading in Psalms 83, crafty counsel against the children of Israel. You understand? But with that, black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, it's time for you to wake up and come back to be who the Lord wanted to be, which is the Most High chosen people, His holy people, His separate people. You have laws, commandments, and statutes to follow. You understand? Lord's willing, next week, we'll go to the holidays here in Trinidad, that we have here in Trinidad and Tobago, opposite to the Most High holy days that He ordained for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to keep and teach their children throughout their generations. With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shah.
Security announcements. We at the I.S.U.P.K out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohanna. No rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandments. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in Hebrew, and it pronounced as Maishara. 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you to the treasury department for teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, non-mandatory, who whatever amount you would like to give, upcoming holy convocation, feast. The Feast of First Fruits starts at June 5th. Remind your Aquam and Aquajam to check on social media such as I.S.U.P.K, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and material. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, light shirt, light pants, light headband, or scarf. That will say, Martha? Sir. When I say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabashamayam, Kodash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Alakwaka, Tabaa, Atazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Arataza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashamayam, Latan, Lanawa, Lakom, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakno, Wasalakino, Wakino, Malaa, Tabanawa, Basayawan, Ball, our shine, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Ka, Malakwa, Wala, Wataparat, La, Walanium, Aman.
What we just said in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
You want to say the Hakkat? Yahweh, Hashem, Oshai, Kasha, Latan Lanawa, Akat, Lapara, Kala, Wakal Marawan, Akat, Lata, Hatamatazarium, Akat, Laha Kwayam, Hatamatayam, Akat, Iwakarat, Hatamala, Lagarshan, Basham, Oshai, Tawadaman.
In English, what we just said, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it.
Blessed the blessings. Barak, Ata, Yahweh, Wayawashai, Wa Makala, Wa al la hayam, Matazabia, Alawapyahana, Al la wapiam, Asaranyam, Aqua tazayam, Aqua yalyayam, Waha Aqua watayam, Yahweh, Bashem, Oshai, Wadaman.
In English, what we just said, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh and Michael, and the angel, commanding General GEN.YAHANNA, general, captain, the officers, troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. What we're going to say is the prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school, cause their riches, enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nation, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, Militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinheads, Quasi-Comitazi, Gay Movement, Lesbian Movement, Spies, Workers of Witchcraft, NASA Space Program, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airway, cable access channels, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in our way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro to you and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushai and Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy words. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
When say bless Israel, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Baraklan, Waya, Rashala, Wahat, Bayat, Zapariam, Rapa, Magan,
Commanding General Yahanna, all the generals, captains, officers, troopers, sisters, children, the destroyer of Israel, all 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, brothers and sisters fighting to come in the truth, students in the I.S.U.P.K, all the families of the I.S.U.P.K,
all the families of the I.S.U.P.K,
all the families of the I.S.U.P.K Trinidad,
all the families of the I.S.U.P.K Trinidad,
I.T.S.A,
Tazapa, Yapa, Tamar, Commanding General Yana, Generals, Captain, the officers, troopers, sisters, the children, all the destroyed of Israel, Kayawana, Raknapash, Shariah, Indian family, Osalan family, Janisan family, Koto family, Philip family,
Commanding General Yahanna, all the generals, captains, the officers, the students, Shamka, Kaya, Yapa,
all the brothers and sisters in I.S.U.P.K,
all the brothers and sisters in I.S.U.P.K,
all the brothers and sisters fighting the community I.S.U.P.K,
all the brothers and sisters fighting the community I.S.U.P.K,
Francois family, Wrong family, Zion, Daniela, Wezian, Ashida, Trisha, Angel, Nima, Khadijah, Ba'ashem, Oshai, Tawadaman.
What we just said in the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us, and Israel, and the school, bless, heal, shield, protect, our loved one, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Sir, again, teacher, one quick salute. Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Brakata,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Brakatam.
Dadimutta, again, sisters online, one quick salute. Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak,
Yahweh Shemai Latam Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Dadimutta, class dismissed.